Bungie has issued yet another mass ban wave inside Destiny 2, and a world's first raider got caught in the crosshairs. But now we're left with the question of, were they banned legitimately, or was it a false positive? The Destiny 2 team tweeted out saying bans are being issued daily to players found cheating within the Crucible, including Comp and Trials of Osiris playlists. So they're trying to send a powerful message that they're not messing around with these cheaters and the cheating situation in Destiny 2. They are issuing as many bans as they possibly can by using BattleEye and various other anti-cheat measures. But of course, cheaters will always slip through the cracks, and they'll also make like repeat accounts. At this point in time, there's basically career cheaters who log in and play and cheat every day. And even if they get banned, they just log into a new account and jump right back in. Thankfully for playlists like Trials of Osiris, it does actually have a paywall behind it, meaning that you have to buy the most new expansion in Destiny 2, for example, the Edge of Fate now. But for jumping into regular Crucible, I believe it might be free to play. So if you see someone flying around the map shooting Infinite Heavy, that is not the third Darkness subclass. They're cheating. They go on to say, additionally, further bans are being issued to players and teams who are found to be cheating or benefiting from cheating within the Desert Perpetual raid. So the bans are being issued out still within the cheating scandal that happened with the contest raid in Desert Perpetual. 70% of the teams that cleared exposed as cheating. And not just the cheaters got banned, but those that chose to play with cheaters all got banned, and it included our counselor friend. To report suspected cheating, please visit help.bungie.net. So if you out there know anyone that's doing anything suspicious, or if you match a cheater, feel free to report them, and hopefully action is taken against them swiftly. If you do report a cheater, it will give you like a pop-up message in game saying, hey, thank you, you helped get one of them out of the game. But it's an uphill battle, and the cheaters, it's like an endless army of thrall with these cheaters. Now, the controversy comes when Pure Pineapples here was a target of one of these bans. And they, if you don't know, are actually a part of the team that got world's first Vespers host. So they are a world's first raider, I guess maybe world's first dungeoner. Is that a thing? They got a world's first. And if you don't know, getting a world's first requires a ton of dedication and hard work. Bungie confirms every world's first before they award the medals. So to this day, no one has ever cleared a world's first in Destiny 2 by cheating. There have been world's first raiders that have been banned for using slurs and breaking terms of service, for doing account recoveries and breaking terms of service. And there was that one guy that had cheats from another video game in Destiny 2, but it didn't technically apply to Destiny 2, so he got inadvertently banned, and he was a world's first raider. And now Pine here has joined this crazy group of people that have been banned. But is it a false positive? That's the real question that a lot of people are asking, because they're claiming they're innocent. Now, we have heard this before. I mean, let's be real. Bach and Gangsta infamously said he was innocent of cheating, only for Bungie to come in and absolutely dunk on him. And Pine here has technically poked the bear here by tagging DMG himself, saying, no troll, literally, how am I banned? Genuinely oblivious to how this could happen to me. Must be a false ban because I've literally been cleared before by Bungie for our Vesper run. Can I get a comm on this? Now, this has over 500 likes at the time I'm recording this video, so this absolutely will catch the attention of DMG, who's the principal communications manager, the former community manager for Destiny 2. And I can guarantee you DMG will be responding to this probably within 24 or 48 hours. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications on if you want to hear the spicy scoop when he does reply. For now, though, at the time we're recording this video, he has said nothing. I'm sure he's speaking to the security team currently inside Bungie and asking them, hey, what's going on? Why did this guy get banned? What exactly did he do to deserve this? After all, it's not every day that, someone who has a world's first in Destiny gets banned. And it's not that that makes them more important than just an average player. It's just kind of a rarity and not really something that we see. Well, I guess technically it's something that we have seen actually quite a bit, considering, but it just feels very odd that world's first raiders get banned because they invest so much into the game to get those world's first. Maybe you have a difference of opinion. Maybe you think these world's first raiders are doing cheesy things and cheating and breaking TOS left and right. And you could be right. They might be doing some sus things. And I don't think they necessarily deserve special treatment. But even if just a regular random person out there in the world posted a tweet saying, hey, why am I banned? Can you give me some comms on this? If it did get top trending in the Destiny 2 category, I think it's deserving of Bungie to respond. This creates a strong system of accountability for Bungie to actually have to answer to why they issue these bans to people. Now, it might be a waste of developmental effort because, now our principal communications manager has to go waste time talking to the security team just for them to say that, Pine here did some crazy stuff somewhere on the internet, did something crazy in the game, or said something that maybe they shouldn't have said. I don't know if that's the case. I am a big believer in innocent until proven guilty. And I don't necessarily believe that Bungie should serve as the judge, jury, and executioner in these cases. I think it's fair for there to be a sort of court of the people where we get to weigh in our opinions on these matters. In fact, DMG weighed in his opinions on this recent ban wave by saying this, quote tweeting the last tweet from the Destiny 2 team saying, "Please don't play with cheaters. Please don't cheat. Much love." With 1.3 thousand likes, this became trending in the Destiny 2 category, but he had a lot more to say other than that. He went on to reply to someone who said, "Why is it the responsibility of the player to not only figure out if the random on their team is actually cheating, but then to harm themselves by leaving the match in order to avoid the Eye of Sauron?" Which is actually a pretty articulate response, considering this person's username is called Tard Wrangler. And what they're referencing is DMG's last tweet, where he said, "Don't play with cheaters," and basically saying, why is it the responsibility of the player to know if we're playing with cheaters? How about you, Bungie, make a functioning anti-cheat, and then I can load into any activity and not worry about whether or not cheaters are in there. I shouldn't have to load into a match-made activity and vet everyone that I'm playing with, which is a very fair criticism. So DMG himself responded saying, the team doesn't target innocent players who happen to match with cheaters. There's far more to it. Real talk though, there absolutely is some responsibility on the part of folks who party up /LFG with cheaters, go through full raids or longer activities, and watching someone zoom around the map with infinite ammo or other clearly impossible abilities is not excusable. And while I do think this is somewhat of a fair criticism, it would be nice if Bungie also took some accountability here, realizing that it's their fault that this happens in the first place. We are paying customers. We buy this game. We pay you money. We made you billions of dollars because we are interested in the entertainment that you create for us. And it just so happens that when we load into activities, it's flooded with cheaters. And we shouldn't need to turn into Sherlock every time we load into an activity, investigating whether or not someone's cheating on the other team, or whether they're cheating on our team by chance through random matchmaking. Taking some accountability here would have been excellent for this post, but instead we got this. The last bit reads, "We will not be disclosing the ins and outs of determining innocence, as that can arm cheaters or bad actors with ways of circumventing detection," which is still a point of contention, in my opinion, that they should actually get over. If 12-year-old Timmy with cheats or aimbot Andy are able to outsmart multi-billion-dollar corporation with hundreds of employees, you have some bigger problems. Knowing exactly how Bungie can determine your innocence or whether or not you were aware the person was cheating is important, so that way we don't have this sort of superstition or kind of phobia of loading into playlists with random people. I mean, to be fair, if someone does blow up like 400 times normal size, like it's pretty obvious they're cheating, right? You should probably leave the match. But there's a lot of other times where people are just running around playing perfectly normal, but they do have aimbot on and they're able to get significantly more kills. And it's hard to determine whether or not they're just a really good player or if they're using hacks. And this also creates a very interesting dynamic for Bungie where they have to do some deep investigation into a player's history in order to determine whether or not they want to ban them for playing with cheaters, which in my opinion is a lot of wasted developmental effort. Our security teams in Destiny 2 are out here reviewing your raid report and looking at your Destiny Trials report to determine whether or not you knew that guy had cheats on, which would completely not be necessary at all if we just had a fully functioning anti-cheat. But anti-cheats have proven to be extremely difficult to get rid of cheaters. For example, if you don't know, Battlefield 6 recently had its beta test, and during that, they had to ban over 330,000 cheaters. That is an absolutely astronomical amount of people cheating in one video game. And Destiny 2, by comparison, does not have nearly that kind of population. We're averaging at our peak throughout Edge of Fate at around 50,000 people. There's no way to determine exactly how many of them are cheating at any given moment, but I imagine given the black market culture that's been created from cheating, it's probably a substantial amount. But let me know what you think about Bungie's most recent ban wave inside Destiny 2. And do you think World's First Raider Pine is actually innocent? And lastly, how do you feel about DMG's response to bans being issued to people playing with cheaters in Destiny 2? I'll be reading all of your comments down below as always. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, smash the like button for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.